Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Today we're going to do a book in this cute Magical Season semi-grayscale book here. Title, author here. This also comes in a line art book instead of a grayscale, if same pages and everything, except for it doesn't have grayscale on the other book if you wanted to do your old shading and not have to worry about all the gray in here. We're going to work on this page because I don't know anything about this paper or this type of grayscale. So I'm going to kind of work on a few of the little things down here today and try to get the colors to work. I'm going to use Polychromos and probably some Tombos if I can see how those work. Maybe I'll even bring out a little distress ink for the little guy here. It depends on how much time I have today. So I'm going to get the camera down and start working. Okay, I can get a little upset at this camera, or it's me. I went in here with the Prisma White because a lot of people don't have the Holbein White, and it's the one I prefer. But I'm going to use the Prisma one in here. And I went around all the white spots. The camera wasn't working as far as I can tell. Then I went in with dark Naples ochre and laid a coloration of that down. Just a light bit here and there because we want a tonal for our little guy here. Then I brought in terracotta and darkened some areas. So far that's all we did, and I noticed the camera was not working. So sorry about that. Next color we're going to bring in, though, is going to be the burnt sienna. And we're going to darken some areas here. It's got a red tint to it. Try to stay off of our white lines there. Okay, now we're going to bring in a little Caput Mortuum. Or do I have just this on my desk for fun? I don't know if I was using this one, but we'll add some in here. It's a little bit of a red, brown. We want to have those little juice marks in there, or whatever you call them, the pulp. And those are the white pieces. A little sanguine, which is more of an orange color than we've got going on. Okay, we're going to bring in a little Bistre. This is for shadowing. So this little thing here would shadow a little bit on that. Where the cinnamon sticks are, we'll have a little bit more shadow. Okay. Then we're going to bring in our kind of our highlight And this is going to be the dark cadmium yellow to brighten up some of this orange here. Okay, we're going to go back with the Sanguine here. Just make that a little more orange. And then we'll go through and add white. And I think I need to get the Holbein white just so I can get a little more white in there. And then we will get a, this is a Signo Uniball white pen. And it should go over all this. And we'll add in a little bit. Where those little white or those lighter lines were in here before. Then you can go back in and darken some of those areas. A little bit of terracotta. Just gonna mush that edge down and just lightly touch that white up at the top here. the dark cadmium yellow. And there we go. Kind of an orange looking thing. We're going to go over here and work on, just grab the darker brown colors that we have out. The cinnamon stick. So we'll darken in here. Boom, boom. Make that the darkest spot. I'm using Bistre here. Get that gray covered up. And then we'll darken this area here. We'll put it in these little guys too. There are only 2 of these, right? There's more, we want to do them all. Okay. Cinnamon has got a redder color in it, so we're going to bring in a little of the Caput Mortuum here. Bit of the burnt sienna. Okay, we have to grab another brown out of here, kind of a lighter brown. So we'll grab whatever that is, and you. My browns are used quite a bit, so they're going to be smaller. We're going to bring in brown ochre here. Little raw umber. Okay, bring in a little walnut brown. Just make sure we get that nice and dark there. Just darkening these on the outside. Just follow that line and darken the under part. Make sure you have a point though. Then darken just one part of the inside of that. Go around the circle and then bring that shadow out. And that makes those nice and dark. But we do have to lighten them up a tiny bit, so we're going to add a little white on one side. Okay, that's how that's gonna go. Oh, we have a pine cone that's brown, so we might as well do the pine cone. We're gonna take our walnut brown, go in where it's the darkest. And we're just going to lightly bring that color up. So it kind of looks like a dark gray shadow. And pine cones. They're kind of dark and light brown, but they're not really reddish. I don't know. It depends on what kind of tree you're looking at, I would guess. Okay, so we're going to bring in a lighter color, raw umber. Just go over that. Okay, then we'll bring in brown ochre. That's pink. I need a lighter color here, so we're going to get an what are you? Ivory. Lighten that up just a little bit on the edges. Just going to put that color in. I'm going to press kind of dark and blend that brown right out into these areas. So all it's doing is pulling some of that color out. Gives you a nice soft blending. pine cone. If you want to darken up those darker spots, go back in with the walnut, or black for that matter, because they are really deep in here. So a little black wouldn't be a bad idea. If you want to outline any of those lines so you have them nice and sharp. Anytime you put a lighter color on top of the dark colors, it'll always lighten it up a little bit. We want those nice and deep. Okay, pine cone. Okay, anything else that's brown besides the squirrel? I'm going to do that later. I think I'm going to take some, whatever this is, raw umber, and we're going to go down these little sticks that these berries are on. They'll be dark green, but I want some brown in there. Okay. Let's see about the greens. Okay, I decided to do the little bit of mistletoe up here. And I'm going to have to get out a lighter green. That'll work. Sorry. Earth green yellowish. Now the mistletoe berries are kind of a white color, so we're going to have to try to get a white color going on that. So we're just going to bring earth green yellowish color down on the darkest spots here. Leaving a little white edge on those. You see all of these? Okay. Then we'll bring in permanent green olive. Okay. One deeper green, chrome oxide green. Okay, then we're just going to run in the lightest green we had before, which was the earth green yellowish. Leaving it very light. Okay, then we'll bring in, hopefully your lighter, May green. Then we'll throw a little white, and I'm going to take the Prisma white this time. Make sure there's no color on the tip from the last time I used it. And then just go down on this one side and kind of blend everything together. Give it its highlight while we're doing that. Color in our berries. Pull a tiny bit of green up from the outside. Make sure you get that gray covered up. Okay, so they'll have a tiny little hint of green in them. Especially if I can get a little green on that last one. Just a tiny bit right there. So I can pull that up with the white. So our berries have got a little bit of the green from the plant on there. The brighter of these two yellows that we used in the orange is also going to come in to play on these little bumps here. And we're going to add just a little bit of that, since we have candlelight coming in, onto these two. Okay, a little bit in the tips of these leaves. Give them a little bit more dimension. There we go. We're going to take a little white that we used on the orange, and we're going to put a little, excuse me, dots on these little berries. Okay. These are holly berries, so they'll be a different color. And I think that'll do it today. So let me get the camera up. So that's what we have so far. I hope you guys are enjoying, and I will see you in the next part. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. Take care, everyone. Bye now.